A recent executive order under consideration could reshape the future of space exploration, but at what cost? Experts warn that this move, if enacted, might hand SpaceX and Blue Origin a golden ticket while potentially unleashing a wave of environmental harm. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this plan a visionary leap forward for the commercial space race, or a reckless gamble with the planet's health? Let's dive into the details and explore why this debate is heating up. The draft directive from former President Donald Trump, now under scrutiny, proposes a sweeping exemption for space launches from rigorous environmental reviews. This, many argue, is a direct boon for industry giants like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, who've long lobbied to bypass regulations they view as outdated. But legal scholars and environmental advocates are raising red flags. Jared Margolis, an attorney with the Center for Biological Diversity, calls the order a backdoor attempt to ignore the law. If passed, the consequences could be dire. Rocket launches emit a cocktail of pollutants, mercury, PFAS, particulate matter, and more, that seep into waterways and air, while the sheer force of liftoffs can obliterate habitats and endanger protected species. And this is the part most people miss. Even the sound waves and heat from launches can kill wildlife, violating the Endangered Species Act. The order's core aim is to fast-track or eliminate environmental assessments. Currently, the National Environmental Policy Act, NEPA, and the Coastal Zone Management Act act as safeguards, requiring evaluations of everything from air and water pollution to wildfire risks. The new directive, however, seeks to reclassify launches as categorical exclusions, a legal term typically reserved for minor changes like landscaping. Critics are baffled. How is a rocket launch comparable to trimming hedges? Dan Farber, an environmental law professor, calls it a clear attempt to bulldoze through procedural protections. The order also risks undermining the Endangered Species Act, a move that could spark legal battles for years to come. But let's step back. Why does this matter now? The commercial space industry is booming. SpaceX alone launched 96 rockets in 2023 and plans 180 this year. Blue Origin isn't far behind. Yet, the FAA's environmental oversight has been criticized as both too slow and too lenient. Launch permit reviews take 5 months, frustrating companies, while environmental groups argue the process lacks teeth. The Trump administration has already weakened funding for studying rocket pollution, and now this order threatens to erase even the minimal safeguards. As one anonymous industry insider put it, "We're speeding ahead while ignoring the fallout. This spells disaster." The stakes are highest at sites like Boca Chica, Texas, where SpaceX's massive rockets have exploded, spewing debris and toxic waste into sensitive habitats. The area is home to the critically endangered Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. Yet the FAA has done little to enforce protections. Margolis calls it a sacrifice zone, and lawsuits are ongoing. Meanwhile, the order's clash with California regulators adds another layer of controversy. California's Coastal Zone Management Act has blocked SpaceX's expansion, but Trump's plan would empower federal agencies to override state decisions. Margolis calls this illegal, a power grab that defies the law. So where does this leave us? The order's proponents argue it's about fostering innovation, but critics see it as a dangerous shortcut. Is the government prioritizing economic growth over ecological preservation? Should the space industry be held to the same environmental standards as other industries? We want to hear your thoughts. Do you support this push for deregulation, or does it risk irreversible harm? Share your views in the comments below and join the conversation.